Good morning, everybody. I'm Shane Churchill here with another health supplement tip for the day. Last week I asked you guys to submit some questions for, supplement questions. And this week I'm going to answer some of those questions that you guys have. So hopefully you're watching the video if you submitted a question. And let's get going. So the first question is, I'm starting to work out and I feel tired before I start. What can I use for energy? So a lot of people, when they start to work out, basically their energy is low. They don't want to work out. They don't want to go to the gym. There's no magic thing for that specifically, that you got to get up off your butt and get to the gym. However, I am going to tell you some things that really can get you going. So you can take a stimulant like caffeine. Now, I'm not a big fan of any pre-workouts per se because one, they're loaded, there's a lot of chemicals in them, there's a little bit too much caffeine, too much stuff in there for most people. When you're just getting started to work out, just do like me. Coffee, that's it. I just use coffee, espresso, anything like that if I need a quick boost of energy. However, you probably want to get your energy levels up all the time, so try some adaptogens, something like maca. Maca helps to build up your overall energy all the time. It's great stuff. It's even good for your hormones. Stuff like rhodiola, that's another herb. It's good for stress and mental energy. And something else, B vitamins. B vitamins are great just to boost your overall energy all the time. So if you need a quick boost, as simple as a cup of coffee or a shot of espresso. But if you're looking for herbs to boost that overall energy, my favorite is maca. Next is something called rhodiola, and yes, you can use those two together. And the next is a B vitamin complex. Now, how are you going to take your B vitamin complex? Because they are water soluble, I suggest that people take it twice a day, once when they wake up and again later in the afternoon. So that's one way you can boost your energy levels, to get to the gym. So another question is, again, I'm paraphrasing some of these questions because they're too wordy. How long should I be taking a multivitamin for? Is it okay to take it forever? The answer is yes. Multivitamins are fine to take all the time. First of all, you're going to want a highly absorbed multivitamin, so don't go out and get one with synthetic vitamins. Look for whole food whole food multivitamins. They tend to absorb the best. And you can take them all the time because your body always needs vitamins and minerals, and we lack those. Something else you can take all the time are essential fatty acids. Essential fatty acids, fish oils, flax oils, those types of things. Those, you need those all the time. They are essential to your body. So you can take stuff like multivitamins, essential oils. Those are very good. Or essential fatty acids, not essential oils, but essential fatty acids. Take those all the time. What I suggest people don't take all the time is herbal supplements. Herbal supplements, you want to take a break. Maybe take them for, I don't know, depending on what it is, 2 to 12 weeks. Then you take a break, either 2 to 4 weeks in between. Then you can get back on them again. So why is this? Well, an herbal supplement is more medicinal to the body. So it's not meant to take all the time. If you take it all the time, your body will build up a tolerance to certain herbs and they won't be as effective. So there's no use taking it all the time. You take it to treat and then you back off. And if the problem isn't treated after, let's say, 12 weeks with a certain herb, you may want to go consult a doctor or a naturopath to find out what the root cause actually is. Another question is, if I buy a probiotic online and they ship it, will it kill the good bacteria inside by the time I get it? This is a very important question. It's a big thing about probiotics a lot of people panic about. Now, if you have one that's meant to go in the refrigerator, one that is like a refrigerated probiotic, I personally would say go to the health food store to pick those up because you don't know how they're being kept, in the online store, let's put it that way. Some companies ship them on ice, that's fine. But a little fun fact is probiotics that are meant to be kept in the fridge can actually be out of the fridge for up to a week to 3 weeks. So a lot of them it's not, if you leave it out on your counter overnight, this is a little tidbit a lot of people don't know. If you leave it out overnight, it's not going bad. If you go to the mall and you pick up a probiotic that is found in the fridge, you're going to do some shopping, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You have a few days for it, to go bad. So 1 to 3 weeks. I don't suggest ordering ones that are meant to be refrigerated online. However, you can get them packed on ice. Make sure they kind of pack them on ice. But there's this new technology in the probiotic world where they do not need to be refrigerated. So there's a lot of great brands out there that I personally use more than the refrigerated ones that don't require refrigeration anymore. So the problem with probiotics being in the fridge is kind of no longer. So make sure you get one that's meant to be kept out of the fridge. There's a great brand called Optima by Nature's Way. They have a great probiotic right now that you can get. You don't even, you never have to put it in the fridge. There's no lactose, there's no gluten, and it's a human strain probiotic. And that human strain is the best absorbing. Here's another question. Does a candida parasite cleanse kill good bacteria in the gut? Well, a candida cleanse and a parasite cleanse tend to be slightly different. I'm going to say this is just more a theory. I'm going to say it doesn't kill the good bacteria, but if you have a problem with candida or parasites, you may want to take an extra probiotic to build that good bacteria, because a lot of times those specific issues can be due to lack of bacteria. So when you're doing the cleanse, you may want to take a good probiotic that's kind of targeted towards those specific issues. Okay, let's move on to another question. This is a question I get a lot, okay? And it's, if I'm on antidepressants, can I take a weight loss supplement? Okay, so I'm going to make this an umbrella statement. If you're on an antidepressant or any other medication, you have to literally take the supplement you want to take to the pharmacist or to the doctor to see if there's interactions. Because every prescription, every herb, everything like that, they're all different and they could technically interact with something you are taking. Now, to be safe, a professional literally has to look at it. Now, if they can't answer it, maybe go to another one. And if you really can't get an answer, you may not be ready to take an herbal supplement with your prescription medication without checking with a naturopath. A lot of times, I'm a firm believer in going to check with a naturopath if you do have medical conditions, and that's my answer to that one. It's kind of illegal for me to say yes you can or yes you can't, but I always like to direct people to a healthcare practitioner. Next question, is bitter orange dangerous? Can it be used for weight loss? So bitter orange contains something called synephrine, I believe. Synephrine, there's this thing in the weight loss industry and in our industry that says it can be dangerous. Now, here's the reason it can be dangerous. It can have ephedrine-like effects. So if you deal with stuff like high blood pressure, anxiety, nervousness, you may want to stay away from bitter orange or stuff like ephedrine for weight loss, because that's where you can run into the side effects. However, if you're healthy and you use something like ephedrine, you're looking like for an alternative, or you're looking for a stimulant, and bitter orange is available to you and you're perfectly healthy, you get the clean bill of health from your doctor, bitter orange is totally fine. In Canada, it is really hard to find now. I think it's actually, it may be banned here in Canada. It was available for a short period of time and then it came back and I think it disappeared again. So, and it's only because it has very ephedrine-like qualities where it can raise blood pressure. But it's not one of those herbs that when you take it, it's really bad for your health. It's just that it can affect a lot of people in a lot of bad different ways. So that's the answer to that question. Next question, about B vitamins. So we were talking about this a little earlier to boost energy. How can I take B vitamin supplements without having that B vitamin repeat or burp? So B vitamins, I don't know if you've ever taken them or opened up multivitamins. They have this really distinct scent and taste. So a lot of people will use B vitamin complex, like I said, for stress, for digestion, better sleep, more energy throughout the day, for a healthy central nervous system. And I've never dealt with that problem where they repeat on me. However, if you are dealing with a B vitamin complex repeating on you, I suggest taking it with food. Now, if you say, well, I do take it with food, make sure you're taking it the opposite. So if you're taking it like before you eat, try taking it after you eat, or vice versa. Test that out. If not, you may want to switch brands of B vitamin supplements, because I've worked with a lot of people that have taken B complex that haven't run into this issue, but that may be the simple solution to it. Okay. This one kind of makes me laugh. I've heard really awful things about melatonin, such as genital shrinkage, lower metabolism, and higher cortisol. Is this the case? No, this is not the case. I have never heard of this. I've used melatonin for 20 some years. I've never dealt with any of those issues. Sure, there may be one slight study, genital shrinkage, but yeah, no. Genital shrinkage, lowered metabolism, and increased cortisol, I'm going to say, are not issues going to melatonin. However, you may find a study out there, but I've talked to people over all the years. They've never really had side effects with melatonin, other than maybe if they take a little too much, they may feel drowsy the next day. That's all I tend to get from melatonin. One of the last questions I'll cover is this, and this is regarding weight loss. So a lot of you have tried the apple cider vinegar and coconut oil combo for weight loss, and this is once I'm done using apple cider vinegar and coconut oil for weight loss, and I've lost the weight I wanted, do I always have to take apple cider vinegar, and will the weight come back? So this is what I suggest. Usually during the 21 days, I suggest you take apple cider vinegar 2 to 3 times a day and your coconut oil twice a day, or just one or the other. You can do all kinds of different ways. I've made several videos on this. You want to take a large dose for maybe 21 to 60 days, okay? And after that, the weight's going to come off. It will come off. If you're doing everything right, you're eating right, you're drinking lots of water. I mean, a lot of people don't even exercise with it, and they do drop weight. But once the weight is off, the weight is off. It's not coming back. The only way it's coming back, and here's the myth in everything weight loss. People say, well, I stopped doing this and my weight came back. The reason is because they stopped doing everything. They stopped eating correctly. They stopped doing this. They stopped doing that. So it's not that they've stopped only doing one thing. They just slowly and surely get back into their old bad habits that got them overweight in the first place, or got them that excess fat that they didn't want. So once the weight's off your body, the weight's off your body. Now, you may say, do I have to take apple cider vinegar every day? Apple cider vinegar is very good for you. Mix it in a little bit of water, a little bit of honey. After those 30 or, 21 to 60 days, just take it first thing in the morning. 2 tablespoons, water, a little honey, just once a day. Coconut oil, you can do it once a day too, maybe twice a day, but you don't have to take that full high dose that I tend to recommend in my other videos. So yeah, and the weight will stay off if you're not, sneaking, chocolate bars a little bit more than you should, and going to McDonald's and doing all that stuff that kind of got you in trouble in the first place. The weight will stay off. So that's been my health supplement questions answered for the week. If you have any more questions, leave them on this video, and maybe we can do another video like that. Coming up, I'm going to be making videos on coral calcium. I've been getting a lot of people asking about that. And then another one on fish oil. If there's anything you'd like to see, covered, let me know, and I'll see if I can fit it in there or give you a link to a video that I've made on the topic before. So I'm Shane Chartra saying stay healthy, stay motivated. I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.